Oh, hello. Let's see here. I just think it's so funny that coriander is up there at the top. Chat rules. Please be over the age of 17. And please remember to always be kind to one another. There we go. Well, hello, Christy. You're the first one in. Hello and welcome. Uh, hang on a second. I'm popping out my chat so that I can put it over here on the other side of my screen. Have a decent chance of seeing everybody's comments. And how are you and welcome? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Michelle. And as you can probably hear, my voice has not returned for today, but I'm going to muddle through and do the best that I can. Hello, Barb. Nice to see you. My little pal here says hi to everybody. This is Coriander. And I've tried to get her to go down, but she just doesn't seem to want to today. So she wants you to ooh and ah over her instead of listening to how bad I sound. Hey, you. Yeah. At least you can look at the camera. So, welcome. My name is Christine Aldridge. I am an artist. I do draw coloring books of my own for a living. If this is the first day that you are joining us, thank you for coming and welcome. All right, enough, honey. Yeah, but it's cute for a while, but then it starts to get annoying. At any rate, hang on a second. We gotta do the stop. Hang on 1 second. Oh boy. Okay, I do apologize. Wow. Okay. I have no idea what is going on. The only symptom that I have is that I developed a cough more than usual and my voice is gone. Otherwise, I feel great. And it just happened like, over the course of maybe a half a day. Thank you so much, Christy. I do appreciate that. Speaking of that work, this is, of course, now I can get back to what I do here, which is show art, specifically art that I've drawn, and then also art that other people do. But these are, of course, my three most recent books. They are the best of CLAldridgeArt mandalas, the best of 40 fan favorites, and the new book, which is Dragons, Flowers, and Mandalas. Oh my! Just a reminder that all of my books are available in at Amazon worldwide, and those are the craft sizes, and some of these are partially colored, and of course they are also all available as PDFs in my Etsy shop. To that end, I do provide the watchers of my channel fairly often with a little 25% discount that you can use in my Etsy shop. And let me drop that in right there. And there we go. Uh, Thank you, Christy. I do appreciate that. Now, you are crafting with Christy. Do you also have a channel? Oh, and thank you, Michelle. You're working in mandalas. I love mandalas. This is now I do draw, of course, other things, but I was surprised at how popular this book has been. Um, because I was told, of course, that everybody hated mandalas. So would you stop now? Hang on. I love you, sweetheart, but yeah, stop. Stop before you get on my last nerve. I'm already fighting to make it so that you can hear me. Yes, and you do diamond painting and coloring on your channel. Okay, great. All right, so everybody who loves to color and diamond paint, I will also be coming to check you out, Christy. So thank you very much for letting us know. Of course, everybody should know that you can just go out to the little three dots at the end of anybody's name there in the chat, and you'll see a little pop up. If you click the dots, and the little pop up says go to channel, it will, on a laptop or desktop, it will open a new tab for that channel. You won't have to leave here. So you can go check it out. This was the first drawing that I colored in this book myself, and this was the maiden voyage of my brand new CLAart markers. Hello, Kim. Welcome, welcome. And Kim is one of my moderators. Thank you so much for being here. Kim also has a Facebook coloring group called Ivy's Coloring Garden, I think is what it's called. And on Facebook. So y'all be sure to check that out as well. I have a fan group on Facebook as well. But yes, these are the books that I, of course, have drawn. And then these are some colorings from Dragons, Mandalas, and Dragons, Flowers, and Mandalas. Oh my. This is Moongazer Dragon. The Dragons Come Calling. I know I just showed all of these on that video I did midweek. This is What You Doing, Dragon. I love him. And this is Spica. And this is the newest drawing, which is the homage to a quilt. Hello, Nika, and welcome, welcome. Okay, this is my new little pal, Roar, and he is over here on the side, and he is serving as our little channel mascot. So put him right there. Hopefully I don't knock him over. Actually, I'll put him right back on the top of my computer. Okay, and then last night, in anticipation of not being able to do a show today because of my voice, I did a video where I created this one. Now, obviously, all of these are just practice. They are not, they're not ever going to be sold, but I am going to give them away. And I'm going to do that today. And so we're going to wait for a little while till we've been on the air for about an hour and we've built up probably as many people, say around 3 o'clock. And I'm going to do the numbers thing, and people will be able to win these. It'll be open to everybody, whether or not you're international or domestic. And these are my first 3 practice pieces of watercolor. So, and I will also later in the week, I will broadcast or put up this particular video as well. So I really love the way that this one ultimately turned out, but it was a hard road to get it here. There were a couple points where I almost put it in the trash can. Hello, Cassie. Welcome. And I'm trying to keep my voice pitched at just the right level so that I don't cough. But if I do, then please pardon me. But the other thing that I wanted to show everybody, hi, Melinda. Yay. My other mod is here. How's the weather up there in Minnesota? Ah, hot coffee, yum, with lots of sugar. Okay. Now, a couple weeks ago, well, actually about a month ago, I was at one of Anne at a Colorful Lives live streams, and she was giving away very generously books that she did not want to color in or hadn't colored in. She was clearing out her stash. Hi, Crystal. And it's unseasonable and warm. Well, that's good. We've had a couple of warm days, but it's been raining. And of course, when it's raining, this happens to my voice. I'm not quite sure what is going on with that. It happened last year too. But otherwise I've been pretty good. But anyway, so I want a stack of books. This is the one that I wanted. This is the reason why normally I don't enter contests in other people's groups, but I wanted this book. So I want to do a flip through of it. And then what we're going to color in today is Jenny Luan's Volume 3 Anime Doodle Girls. Now, I love Jenny. She is the sweetest, nicest human being. She is a absolutely fantastic portrait artist. She does pet portraits, and she does fine art. She truly does fine art. And so her cartoon work, her anime work is a sort of a sideline, but she does such a marvelous job. And I did sort of show a flip of this a little bit on the video, the Happy Meal video. But it is, since I've never colored a person on stream, I figured that I would start with one of these because these are within my wheelhouse. I could do those. But this is the one that I really wanted to do an actual flip through of for you. This is a book called Sacred Animals. It is by Lydia Hess. It is published by Harper Elixir, which is an imprint of HarperCollins. So, this was obviously done under, under their auspices. They do put together a beautiful book. It is very nice paper, not super thick, but the art, I think, sort of speaks for itself in this. This is a dark line woodcut type of art. It's very appealing to me as an artist because it is the kind of work that attracted me to want to be an artist in the first place. To learn to teach myself to draw. So this obviously is about animals, and it talks about the stag being for growth. And I just love, because originally what this kind of art was used for was as the pattern pieces to do wood carving, to make wood prints, block prints of different things. And so this is the stag, and I love it. I mean, it's complete. The body is here. It's got a tail, obviously the horns, all the face and the field behind it, poppies in the foreground. I just love the composition and the symbolism and, the bird having built its nest between the, antlers, all of it. This one is the honeybee, and it apparently is for energy. I'm going to quit telling you about it. Did everybody go away, or am I just that compelling? I see no chat. Nobody's talking. Or are you having too much trouble hearing me? Tranquility, the fox. I love that. Asleep in the woods, in its den underneath. It's just beautiful art. And of course, y'all know that the symmetry is really what appeals to me. I love symmetry. Oh, you do, Kim? Oh, okay, good. All right, thanks, everybody. All right, well, it must be I'm just that compelling. Power, tiger and the butterfly. The two, they do say that if a butterfly flaps its wings, there's a tsunami somewhere. And of course, a tiger is such a powerful spirit animal. And, I just love the fact that she put them both together. And I also love the fact that I am not the only one that signs every page that I do. Every time I read that particular complaint on my Amazon reviews, her signature's on every page. Yeah, it is. And I've only ever had one stolen so far, which is good. All right. Strength, the bison and the owl. I mean, I love that. And then I love that the bison is, it's got designs, leaves, and water. I'm assuming that's water. But it's also got, a mountain and a forest and a lake and wheat, to show that it's from the plains. It's just, I love the composition of this art. They had it on sale at your Dollar General. Well, where was I? My Dollar General never has any good coloring books. Are there? Okay, and they're all just as cool. All right, good. Nika, I'm going to have to find them. I am going to have to find them. Yeah, every once in a while you get an artist whose style really appeals to you. And Book Outlet. Okay, I'll look there too. I love Book Outlet. Renewal. This is the snake, which of course renews itself by shedding its skin every year. We forget how useful snakes are. They keep rodent populations down. They, eat nasty, poisonous things that might otherwise overrun us. Snakes are not, they're not, except for the one in the Garden of Eden, they're not really that bad. Hi, Gary. And even then, the one in the Garden of Eden, all he did is encourage education. I'm sorry, I just don't have a problem with that. That's just me. Eat the apple of the tree of knowledge. All right, grace. This is the heron represents grace. Well, good. If me flipping through it causes some of you to drag it back out and start showing it. Oops, I got too excited. Then that's great. All right. I need to slow down for a second. Patience, the turtle. Patience is they swim fairly slowly. They move across land fairly slowly. They have to crawl on land really slowly and laboriously to lay their eggs, which they also do slowly. And then it takes, they have to really, really, really want to be alive to make their way down, as little babies to the water and get and get in it. Hello, Susan. You're watching but lurking. Oh, good. Oh, decorating. Ooh, what are you decorating? The house or a book or uh, a cake? Decorating a cake. Hello, Kelly Gordon. Oh, I think I said hello, or at least I addressed a comment anyway. And hello, Michelle's Adult Coloring Therapy. How wonderful to see you. Okay. Michelle's Adult Coloring Therapy. Were you Michelle's Cats and Chats? Chats with Cats? Cats and Chats? Hi, Joey. How are you? And did you get my, you did. Did you get my note? You did, I think. The bedroom. You're decorating the bedroom. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Nope, you're not that one. All right. Well, in that case, hello, Michelle's Adult Coloring Therapy. By the way, guys, most of us know by now that we can tell the people who do have channels because they're smart enough to put things like Adult Coloring Therapy in their names. So be sure to check all the channels out. I think it is wonderful that we do that. And, if the person isn't necessarily for you, then that's great. But please do go check everybody out because you never know. You might just be happily surprised. Insight, crow. Crows, I think, are very insightful. And of course, there was a recent documentary that showed how very, very smart they are. Okay, so you're at the laundromat washing comforters. Well, good. In that case, you're multitasking. I like that the cat represents magic. I think that is very cool because I think cats are magic. And I love that this guy has sort of an Egyptian feel to him. All right, now this is Intuition, which is the moth, which I think is cool, and it shows a variety of different moths. Oh, all of a sudden that's better. Okay, my voice is a little bit better. All right, Determination. This is the salmon, and of course, anybody who's ever fished for rainbow trout or salmon or anything like that knows that these are determined buggers. Every year they have to return to where they came from, or every few years, and then they die. But they fight to get there so that they can reproduce. Intelligence. I like that the intelligence is the goat, and of course I am an Aries, which is a goat. I think a ram, which is a goat, and so I like the idea that that's tied to intelligence. That's just me. And transformation is the frog. And of course, that is true. Frogs do go through a metamorphosis from polywogs to frogs. I think that is a great symbol. And abundance is the hare. So, here you have the rabbit or the hare, and abundant fields. You've got fruits and water and plenty of seed for the birds and beautiful full crops in the fields, and the birds are flying and life is happy. So the hare represents abundance. Fluidity is the octopus. And that makes sense. If you ever watched an octopus, I could actually sit. I used to go to the aquarium, and if you sit and watch the octopus when they're doing feeding time, oh my goodness, they are amazing creatures. Absolutely amazing. And then if they do the demo where you can watch one figure out how to open a jar. And hello, Mrs. Coffee. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, exactly, Michelle. Is that cool or what? That it figured out how to use its suction cups to open the jar, and it's no problem. So we can get a nice tidbit. Kind of like my cat being able to open a closed tin of catnip and get the catnip inside. Thank you, Miss Jill. If you missed that video, yeah, it went just exactly like you thought it might. The minute that she smelled the catnip, she was all over it. Purity is the unicorn. Hardly a surprise. Innocence is the mouse. This one is a mandala with a little mice inside. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom you down to see it. I don't think I can. Wait. Where is my? There they are. That's close enough. Okay. And this is Wonder, which is the humpback whale. I like that correlation as well. Because I do think humpbacks are, in fact, amazing. And hello, Anne. And I'm just showing these absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous books. This particular one. This is the reason why I wanted that stack of books, Anne, is because you had this, and I couldn't find it anywhere. This is Honor, which is the elephant. I like the idea that the elephant is honor, although today it is not. Sorry, could not help that. Today it's got to do stuff, but honor in one of them. All right, let me back out a little bit. Okay. Transcendence is the phoenix. The beetle is rebirth. The rooster is honesty. Hello, Louise. Presence is the bear. I like that. I love this bear because it took me a while to realize this is its back. So it's like down on it's got its little arms crossed in front of it, and it is looking at you like, hey, I'm present, I'm listening. State your case. If you don't, I'm going to eat you. Integrity is the peacock. I love it. The elephant is gorgeous. I agree that particular elephant, it is a gorgeous creature. It is an absolutely gorgeous creature. This one has a very decidedly like Hindu feel. And yikes, the peacock. I knew you'd love that one. Integrity, Anne, integrity. See, your mother has an affinity for peacocks. She is an integrity sign. Resilience is the gecko. And that would be true. That would absolutely be true. Think about how resilient a little gecko is. Can grow a new tail. It, they can turn different colors. They're amazing. Possibility is the Pegasus. I love that because I love, everything is possible, including flying horses. Spirit is the wolf and the cicada. So obviously this is a cicada, and this is a wolf. If you don't know what a cicada is, when you're in the woods and you hear a buzzing sound, all of a sudden, it's not like bees, but where the woods go bzzz, and then it'll get real quiet. Those are cicadas. And you rarely see them unless there is a swarm. Hello, Mama Man. How lovely to have you here. Vision, which is the bat. I love the bat. See, bats have vision. So all the fruit bats have the good vision to go see Anne at a colorful light because she is Mama Fruit Bat. Hello, Barb's colorholic dead. Barb's colorholic dead. And please don't worry about my voice. It will come back, I'm sure. It has fled, I swear, but it will come back, I'm sure. Tenacity is the cow. It after we had a night of rain outside, I woke up like this. So we've got the cow, and cows are stubborn and they're tenacious, and they will have their way. So I like that. And look at that. The art is just gorgeous. Fortitude is the hippocampus. Now, a hippocampus apparently is a cross between a horse and a mermaid. I like that, but I think it looks a lot more like a seahorse. Prudence is the squirrel, because the squirrel is smart and he stores his food away so that he has it for the winter time. The only problem with that is that he forgets where they are, and there are oak trees growing all over everywhere. Because these little suckers don't remember they planted their darn oak or acorns. I've got them all in the front of my yard. Everybody, Mama Megs is here, and she also has an art channel. She does mixed media and wonderful art type things. So please do go check her out. And along with all of our other wonderful channel owners, Mrs. Coffee is a hoot. I spend a lot of time with Mrs. Coffee late at night. and with Anne and with so many others that really have nothing at all to do with art. I spent a lot of time with Rick Hogue at Hogue Law, especially during the Cole Coppa thing. And then the other day he put up a live question and answer type thing where he was answering questions that folks had about, different law points, or just he doesn't give advice. He just discusses different points in the law as they pertain to corporations around social media. And but he was having trouble because it kept telling him that he didn't have enough video going, because he does podcasts, so he uses a still photograph, and so in order to maintain a live, you have to have a video feed. So I suggested that he get a motion graphic, something that he could put on a loop that would just play in the background, and it worked. So he did another live yesterday, so I went and said, "Oh, I see it worked." I was just glad it did, because I didn't know if it would or not. This is Clarity, which is the orca. Orcas, of course, are, we call them killer whales, but they're also super smart. And dragonfly is hope. I like that the dragonfly represents hope. And, you know, these really are, they're just such beautiful art. Bravery is the boar. I love that. You know, the boar is brave. And when you think about it, I mean, you're talking about a creature that is built low to the ground. Everything else is going to tower over it. And yet it is just absolutely relentless in its bravery. It'll take on anybody. Kindred, tree of life. So everything is in pairs. Birds are related to you know the nature and the birds of the land, birds of the sky, or creatures of the land, creatures of the sky, and nature all are in harmony and are all kindred spirits. I love that. The end. Now, since Lydia is a published, has a publisher, I'm not going to color this today because I like to do my guest artist Sundays for those of us who are independent artists who are not represented by publishers who make us wait 2 years between the time that we finish a drawing and the time that they've sold enough of our pre-sold enough of our books to take them to print. I want to do an artist who maybe finished her drawing yesterday and is able to post her book today. So I'm going to color in Anime Doodle Girls 3 by Jenny Luan. Now, Jenny has a large number of books. She also has a big following. She does all kinds of drawing, as I said. She does um, anime drawing, but she also does fine art. And you can check her out. Hang on. See if she put it in here. I'm sure she did. JennyLuan.com. Let's see. There we go. JennyLuan.com. So I'm going to pick a picture, and I don't know exactly which one I'm going to pick yet. Let me back out again so that you guys can help me. And I'm going to color it with markers. This one, Cassie, the volume 3. Now I do have a couple of others of hers. That are not other books, but other drawings, because Jenny and I are both in the coloring book treasury books, both volume 1 and volume 2. Trying to figure out this. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Is she eating a dog popsicle? And is that the stuffed dog? I think it might be. Okay, I got it. Okay, so this one is like Valentine's Day. Valentine's. I don't know what that is, but that's like Easter. St. Patrick's Day. Let's go with the Butterfly Girl. You are about to color in Imagemorphia from Kirby Rosia. And there's a scary picture in there. Lots of buildings. The last picture in spirit animals. Oh, okay, got it. All right. Got it. As far as her drawings go. Yes. Yes. I do have to look up to see if I can find more of that art. I really do like it. Okay. So since this was about coloring people that I normally don't do, let's do this one. This one speaks to me today because I've been doing my paintings. And Anne, or anybody who missed it, I am going to be at the top of the hour. I am going to be having a drawing for these. There'll be one to each person. There'll be 3 winners for these. These are just practice watercolor roses that I've been working on. I mounted them on just cardstock. It's just a piece of cardstock. It's not like a card that you can open, but and I will put this one on one as well. But we'll be giving those away. Hopefully people will be interested in that. What do you guys think of that? I don't like coloring buildings either. Okay, let me grab two things. Okay, so the 2 things that I'm grabbing are a paper, piece of paper to put behind, because if you don't put paper behind and you just go straight to plastic, the ink in your alcohol markers has no place to bleed to, and it'll bleed out as soon as it hits the plastic. So always put a piece of cardstock down and then put your plastic. And actually, I do have some cut for this particular size book. And I like to pin everything down. Thank you, Louise. They are far from perfect. The composition is all over the place as far as the leaves go. I'm really happy with the composition on my roses, and I love the way that the roses are coming out. My leaf composition really needs work. But like this one is the one I like the best. This one, the leaf composition is actually better. And then this one, it's pretty good, but I love the little extra things like that, that I added, like petal that has fallen off and the leaves and the, sort of splattery stuff around the bottom of the glass jar. And yeah. So with each one that I do, I learn something. And that is what practicing is about. If we never practice, how could we ever expect to get any better at anything? So practice. Thank you, Mrs. Coffee. And yeah, I'm going to do a lot of those. I really am going to do a lot of those. I have a ton of that paper, and I love to sit and do it. It's just that it's not coloring, it's not saleable, it's not, it's advancing another part of my art career, but not putting food on my table. So that is, I have to allocate my time that way. Especially in light of the fact that the power bill arrived with that little heater running pretty much 24 hours a day. that electric heater. You don't even want to know, guys. You don't want to know. All right. I have just set out my CLAart markers in front of me. And I'm going to, we're going to get out the, who'd you call it? The swatch book. Thank you. You know that, who'd you call it? And hopefully, 48 minutes in, we're finally going to color something. And we're going to start with the skin. And I am going to go with having watched such wonderful people as Anne and others color skin with markers. And I am going to, nope, that's the wrong set. I am going to wing it. I am going to go with I'm going to go with R100. So let's see. R100. Yeah. Deep breath. Skin. Okay. Nothing intimidates Christine. Except maybe coloring skin. Coloring people intimidates the heck out of me. Is that close enough, everybody? I'm going to assume that I can go straight over the eyebrows. So how are all of you? And if you would like to ask me a question, if you are new here or whatever, if you can put it in caps, I do not view it as yelling. I view it as trying to get my attention. I know that there are some people who do view it as yelling, but it's just easier for me to see. I'm old. Well, I'm not old, but I'm older. I'm the same, Christine. I find people is the hardest. Yes, I can do it. Thank you, Cassie. And yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, Louise. Absolutely, wholeheartedly. Gary, I am good and getting better all the time. How about that? My dad used to say that. That was his standard answer to that question. I am good and getting better all the time. I liked that answer very much. And if I wasn't, I would say so. I am actually just sort of wondering where the heck my voice got up and got off to. Well, and then, oh my gosh, you guys, I saw something on TV today, and I'm still shaking my head. I am absolutely still shaking my head. Kim, where did the newbies go to buy my artwork? Oh, I love you, honey. I love you. You are such a good mod. Between Melinda's links and your good insights for questions, things like that, and Gary's big troll hammer, we are just the best. All of my books are available on Amazon worldwide. And all my coloring books. There are 9 of them, 10, well, actually there are 11 currently, because There are 10, oh gosh, I don't know, there's 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12. Yeah, there's 12 books in print worldwide. And then all of those books are also available as PDFs in my Etsy shop. And instant downloads, the entire books, and Control V. And there is a link. If you use it, it will give you a 25% discount on all the books and sets of drawings. Excuse me. And hang on 1 second. And the sets of drawings are things like frames. Excuse me. There's a set of frames. There's a set of floral drawings, botanical mandalas, most of which are all available individually in the books, but are also on Etsy packaged as sets. Now, as far as watercolors and stuff like that, none of that is yet for sale. It is right now. I'm just giving it away. To my subscribers, and also for those who do either Super Chat or PayPal, I do smaller versions of them in a thank you card. And so I've been practicing flowers, and over Christmas time we did, I did a bunch of tutorials with Ellen Crimmy Trent on frogs, or yeah, well, that was with, the frog was with Dee Dee. The snowman and the bunny and all kinds of other ones were done with other artists. See, I love it. One thing about it, the CLAart markers make it much easier because you don't have to do anything else. You know, you could just, even if you just didn't do any blending at all, if you just use these colors, it's perfect. I'm just going to go straight over those because I can then add some other stuff. Can add some shading. You can do your shading with pencil or watercolor. We proved that you can use the Arteza real brush pens right over the CLAart markers. You can, so if you're really proficient with using another medium to do skin with, you can enhance and embellish the skin like that. When it dries, if you see any streaky spots, just go back and clean them up. That dry, and it'll look just like that. I love that. Now, I do know that I wanted to have a green hat And so a green hat, I don't know why I wanted to have a green hat, but I do. So I'm going to start with the olivine. No, I'm not. I'm going to start with the, oh, shoot. See, I love those. Maybe I don't want a green hat. Maybe I want a color that I never use. Yeah, the catnip definitely worked. Kept her occupied for a whole 4 or 5 hours. She really enjoyed it, I gotta tell you. And of course, let's make it red. Let's make the hat red. So we'll use argyle. We'll use argyle. Thank you to whomever that was. That is my favorite noise in the world. That means coffee. That means milk. That means, oh, speaking of milk, oh my goodness. Oh, and I'll go back to what made me laugh on TV. But milk, I right before the show, I was out of milk. So I ran up to the 7-Eleven to get milk, and they only had 2%. And if you're used to drinking whole milk, 2% is like drinking water. So, do the hat tartan colors. Okay, Gary, all right. You're on. What tartan colors? Whose tartan colors? And well, let's use our imagination. How about that? We'll just use our imagination, just like when we drew the tartan with the who'd you call it? So let's do that. I like that idea. Let's start with a red. Well, we're going to start with that argyle red, which is R338. That's a good idea. And we are going to, I want my red to run this way. Because there is no rule that says that we have to make this a solid color. Right? We can break all the rules that we want. All right, and let's see. I'm going to make one of them this one. Like that. All right, now let's pick this is G127. This is the emerald green. And the emerald green is going to come the other way. It's going to be Christmassy, but it's not. In the end, it's not, which a lot of tartans actually are Christmassy. And I'm making this one a narrow line. We're going to make it less Christmassy by using some other colors as well. Looks like a horse and a seahorse. Huh? Okay. You finally got your bag. Okay. Jill, I'm going to guess that you are watching, not in real time. I think Jill is actually watching. She's got it delayed. She's on current chat, but the video is actually delayed. All right, now what I want is the Payne's Gray, which is I'm going to go with the, Payne's Gray, Payne's Gray, Payne's Gray. The Payne's Gray is really a blue gray. Blue gray, yes. I'm going to go with blue gray 03. BG03. Hang on a second while I find it, everybody. I'm sorry. There we go. So this is BG03. And with this, we're going to come down on either side of the red. Now remember, this is art. It does not have to be perfect. And it's supposed to be fun and creative. And of course, I know nothing of tartans or anything like that. All right, and now we're going to do the same thing here. Why do I feel there's probably a Scotsman turning over in his grave? Going, what is she doing to my tartan? All right, now we can add blue. It's got to be blue. Got to be blue. And it needs to be the brilliant blue. No, it needs to be the sky blue. 003. 003. Is that right? 003? Blue, 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 blue. Give me a blue 003. Blue 003. Is that you? It is. This is a blue 003. I have no idea what I'm going to do when those things. Okay, so now I'm going to come to the very inside of this. I want it to be touching the gray. Because we're going for an impression. All right, and then this way. I am just showing that you can think outside the box. That's the whole exercise here. Bye, Mrs. Coffee. Thank you for being here. And you are certainly welcome, honey. And I'll see you sometime this week. And good, Kathy Nichols. How are you, my dear? And okay, now what did I did this. There we go. And we'll just add a little bit. Like that. There we go. She looks very painterly. And once again, it does not have to be perfect, everybody. You know, we're gonna actually let's give it a little blue beanie here, and you just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. Okay, so now she's got flowers, hair. What color should the flowers be? We could, I mean, you know, we should keep the flowers to be a, you know, we should do a good job with them. We should, and doesn't mean that we shouldn't do a good job. So I've done the Argyle. Let me use the deep red for the flowers. So R317. That's this one. So this is kind of an orange red, but it's going to go with the Argyle. And very cool. It needs more red is really what it needs. That's what it needs. It needs one more red right down the center. Because those are bothering me. The big white spaces. Yeah. So we'll just make that a little more. Just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun on a Sunday. Okay. going to take a page out of Anne's book and color with the small one. I cannot do that. Need my chisel tip. I'm just going to get these little bits in here first. Okay. Now I can come out. Now, for all of you, are you all, do you more prefer pencils or are you marker fans? And if so, why do you prefer pencils? I have to admit, I love the chisel tip. I like the little one too, but I'm almost too impatient for the little one, except in just super tight spaces, you know? The only one that's hard is when you're trying to use the chisel tip on your blind side, you know, where you've got your hand is over, or you're coming the other direction on something so that you can't really see where the point is. There we go. And then we'll use a nice yellow. For the center. Because we're going to bling this out. And a nice pale green, pale green. No, we're going to use bud green. 606. 606. Oh, calling 606. Would number 606 please step into the limelight? There you are. Thought you could hide, didn't you? I actually sound a whole lot better than I did last night. Boy, I'll tell you what. I really did not think I was going to be able to stream today as of last night. I sounded like this. It was terrible. Okay, so now I can use the Argyle and just add a hint of darker. After all, it is still winter. Now this won't show up very well. For you guys, but I know it's there. There we go. Okay, so now, what is this? Is this an earring of some? Oh, oh, that's her ear. Oh, is that her ear? We would have called you Yoda. Yoda? Wait a second, what? Oh, if I sounded like that? I get it, yes. All right, this is an ear. Duh. Hello. Well, then why does she have skin-colored skin? I could have given her green skin. She just looks like a very human elf. That's okay. You can masquerade as a human if you want. All right, now what we do need to do is take a very, very pale BG03 again, only it's not pale enough. So what I want is the BG01. And I'll show you why. My vision has gone all the way wonky. I'm telling you what, guys. Aging is just really not a joke. It's just not. I swear, if my vision isn't blurry, my voice is gone. It's always, I mean, it's just, I've never been sick a day in my life. Stop. Stop, stop. All right, BG, get your buns out of here. Front and center, buddy. Where are you? There it is. I hate it when I have to use the process elimination to find a blinking marker. Okay. What do you say? Well, we all know that there are shadows in people's eyes, right? So that is what that, yes. Getting old is not for sissies. An elf doesn't have to have you skin. Exactly. Exactly. She could have been blue. She could have been a Smurf. Oh, we should have made her a Smurf. Little Smurfy girl. I love it. All right, let's give her some. We do want to make some pretty leaves. We could make grass. I don't know. Grass green is not really dark enough. Ocean green is not quite right. We've got the emerald green out. Let's just use it. G127. And we'll make these little leaves. Green. Okay, so here is what I heard that is so funny. All right, now, y'all know that that I'm a political junkie, right? Um, or a news junkie. So I have watched every second of all the hearings, all the the trial, the whole 9 yards. But that's not what's funny, because that's not not a funny thing at all. But what is funny is that today, right after one of the talking head political shows on Channel 3, which is CBS, there was broadcast a commercial, an infomercial, and it's about this chess set that is available. Has anybody seen this? Do you all know about this? There's a chess set. It's called the 2020 Battle for the White House chess set, a commemorative chess set. and, and it's just, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Kim, I mean, I rolled out of my chair. I absolutely rolled out of my chair. This thing is just, it is just amazing. Um, by Anne, um, and don't worry, I'm not going to get political. It is just, I mean, there is so there's so many jokes and so much innuendo in the darn thing. It was hard to take it seriously in any way. And it's supposed to be in good fun. It is actually a type of thing about how ridiculous all of us have gotten. Um, but there's, don't worry. I mean, it's not like disrespect for one side. It's disrespect for both sides. It is. It is. Uh, the more I think about it, the more it's just amazing. I mean, think about the fact that it's being marketed with Donald Trump being the king and Mike Pence being the queen. On the Republican side, and the unknown king and queen, empty podiums on the Democratic side. I mean, and and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer as 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 knights, riding donkeys, and and oh gosh, the two that are on the Republican side, Charles whatever, and those guys. Oh, it's just, oh my god. I had to laugh. And the rooks. Oh my gosh, the rooks. The castles. I play chess, so the castles are on the Republican side. It's George Bush Jr. and Dick Cheney, and on the Democrat side, it's Barack Obama and uh, Joe Biden. The vice president and the president. It well, Rosemary, I'm only gonna say that we have to agree to disagree on this. Um, I'd say that the chess set is disrespectful, but I think that Congress doing a job, whether or not you consider the job that they're doing right or wrong, and they are constitutionally mandated to do it in the circumstance that if the House brings a complaint, whether or not we consider that complaint to be right or wrong, if the House brings a complaint, the Senate is obligated to conduct a trial. So, it's not like they've been real choosy lately. They impeached what? They had hearings to impeach Clinton. They tried to impeach um, Barack Obama. Now they're trying to impeach this president. It's whether or not we agree with what is going on right now, they have every right to do it. And it really isn't unpatriotic. It's not disrespectful to the country. I think that upholding the Constitution is actually the most respectable thing that they can do for all of us. Sure, there are people who believe that they're wasting their time, and there are others who believe that they are not, who are genuinely fearful. So everybody has everybody has an opinion, and we're all entitled to it. But Congress doing its job is just Congress doing its job. Do you like the way I got out of that one? I knew that. I knew that, Rosemary. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So I'm only hoping that that whatever happens with all of this, that the U.S. Constitution is as strong as I have always believed it to be in allowing our country to remain the greatest country as far as governance goes, governance of its people. And there are countries that can out educate us. There are countries that can out swim us. There are countries that each have their own strengths. But when it comes to governance of the people, by the people, for the people, the United States is a shining beacon on a hill. And that is all I am going to say about that. And I sure the heck hope it always stays that way. And please, please let it always stay that way. Okay, now this is the Y225. Boy, you had me calling on all of my diplomatic skills for that. And they're dusty. They've been hanging in a closet. They have been hanging in a closet for a lot of years now. My mother was in the Foreign Service, so she was a career diplomat, and before she retired to have me and do all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so now we have. Okay, she's a painter. Oh heck! Do you know what we didn't do? We didn't give the watercolors away. All right, go tell everybody we are going to give the watercolors away wherever they all went. They all ran away. Tell them that my rant is over. I should never have brought up the chess set. It was just funny. It just struck me as being darn funny. What do you think these are? Are they leaves? They must be leaves, right? Wow. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I can hardly breathe here for just a second. Let's go with this one. This is the 606. This is the bud green. So let's make these. Hang on just a second. Okay. Wow, that is better. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Rosemary. You got it. Ah, okay, that is so much nicer. Ah, thank you. I needed to just have a good cough and get rid of that. Get rid of that stuff. That is much better. Okay, so now I wanted to add some of the red down in here. So I'm going to, I know that I keep making this a little Christmassy on us, but that isn't really my intention. It's just that red and green seem to work for it. And if I keep toning it down with the Payne's Gray or the other colors, we should be able to keep it reasonable. This is yellow. I don't know what this is. Is it leaves? Is it a dangly earring? Is it some sort of hair decoration? But we can do it. Any new picture ideas? Actually, yeah, I do have a new theme of a book. I don't want to talk about it just yet, but I do have one that is sort of percolating around in my head right now. And I'll just have to see how it goes. Oops, sorry. but it didn't. Is there a theme that you guys particularly enjoy coloring? I can certainly do more mandalas. People like them, and I can do them, in a variety of themes. They don't have to be flower. It could be creatures of sorts, um, but they do seem to be the only books. Those and the pretty girl art are the only ones that are really selling really well right now. And I think because so many people are drawing the pretty girl art. I'm a little worried about Jill being so far behind in the video, because I want her to be able to enter for one of the Jill at Jill B. Be sure you are on live. Red light lit. It looks like you are lagging. There we go. I just want to tell her that so that she'll be here when we do the giveaway. Oh, yay. Okay, good. So she could see that. Oh, Kim, thank you. I should have known that one of you would have done it. Thank you very much. And so anyway, so yeah, are there any themes that you guys would like? And so you love mandalas and flowers, so you're good. And now what I want to do is I want to add some blue, some of the pretty blue. And since we are in a fantasy world, these are allowed to be blue. They can have a green center, but they can be blue flowers, right? Or leaves. Why not? In fact, if you are watching this back and you would like to comment, please do, about things that you like to color. I know that when this question gets asked in a coloring group, most often the answer is flowers, mandalas, steampunk. Pretty girls is almost never on the list. And although whimsy is, so things like chibi girls, things that like what Deborah Muller draws, oh boy, I'll tell you, that feels so much better to be able to breathe. Hello, Connie. Lovely to see you, my dear. Thank you for stopping by. And Connie also has a channel and colors absolutely gorgeous things. Connie and I both love Jane Hankins' work so much, and both of us have featured recently on our channels. Connie has done a flip through of every single one of Jane Hankins's books, you guys. So if you want to see every single one, go check out some of her videos. And you can see the work of a tremendous artist. And of course, if you like crafts as well as art, oh yes, then be sure also to check out Anne's second channel. In addition to A Colorful Life, she's got Crafting with Anne, where she's doing diamond paintings, and she's doing the crafting. And oh, by the way, Jill, everybody, I mean, did you see the comments? Everybody is loving those papers that you sent. My goodness. Now, everybody, as a matter of fact, Jill did tell me that those are all from a company called papyrus.com. I think that's how you spell it. Although that's not a live link, obviously. But however you spell papyrus is how. And so be sure to check them out. If you loved those papers that were in the Happy Mail video that I posted yesterday. All right, I should do her hair, huh? What color do we want her hair to be? Do we want it to be yellow, or do we want it to be red, or can her hair be, oh, how about if her hair is sorry, her hair is, no, because the red doesn't go with that. I think it's almost got to be blonde, doesn't it? How about we make her hair lightning yellow or canary yellow? Or pale cream. Let's try the pale cream, 501. Also, because I haven't used that. It's me being miserly with my tools again. I don't want to use those other colors because I really like them. I don't like yellows very much. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. I love yellow roses. Christina, you going to give those watercolors away or what? Yes, I am. Okay, good. We are back up to 23 people. All the people who disappeared when I had a faux pas came back. All right, let's do it. Let me do this one last little thing. Kim and Melinda will be the final arbiters of, and Gary, if he's still here, will be the final arbiters of who's first and all of that. So you're going to enter a number. You all know the rules of this, right? You're going to enter a number, but you're going to wait until you see me type go, go, go. So make sure first, before you do anything else, make sure that you are on both live chat, like I am not. Go to live chat and make sure that your video is running current and that your little live button is lit red or whatever color it is. if you are on a mobile device. Enter one number between 1 and 100, or between 1 and 100. It doesn't matter if somebody else has your number, because it's whoever enters that number first. Don't change your number if someone else has it first, if you've already entered it. If you want to wait and do it at the last minute until you see what other people have entered, you can do that, but you run the peril of running out of time. The first person with the number who enters it wins. We're going to do this 3 times because there are 3 watercolors, and I'm going to pop them in an envelope and I'm going to send them to you. It is open international, which is fine because it's really just the cost of an international postage stamp. And even I can afford that. So these are, of course, the items in question. And this one will be mounted. These are, by the way, these are things that I sell. These are literally practice. They're not going to be valuable, if I become a world famous watercolorist or anything like that. But they are a bit of fun, and you can join me on my journey of how I became how I picked up a new medium. So please don't chat while the numbers are being entered. The number will be chosen by random.org, and I will show you that on the screen. So the first one that we're going to start with is this one, since it was the first one. These are anemones, and let me bring up random.org. You probably don't need to know my code or see the pictures that my niece and nephew post to their Ujicolites. Random, R-A-N, random.org. The geez Louise, there it is. Okay, so remember, no talking, and make sure you're on live chat. And go. And if nobody enters any numbers, I'll know that nobody wants my watercolors. Oh, yay, there's 25 of you. And okay. Oops, I guess I should put that back. That's for this one. And remember that there are 3. These other 2 we're going to do separately. And so we'll count down from when numbers stop going in. So I'll count down from, say, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop, stop, stop. Okay. There we go. So generate. Number is 6. Oh, heck, everybody went over. Okay. Who went over by the least? That would be, I get Connie. Do I have anybody who agrees? I get Connie. Okay, cool. Connie, this one will go to you. And I don't have any sticky notes. I keep meaning to get some, but have to wait for a trip to the dollar store. So find a little. Oh, for heaven's sakes. We'll grab one of these. Sheet of paper out of the printer. Jeez Louise, Christine. So there's Connie. All right, so this is the second one. Same rules. And I will. Oh. Thank you, Kim. That would be the smart thing to do. Oh my, I told you guys, sometimes the obvious escapes me. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, my goodness. You are very welcome, Connie. Oh, I do need your mailing address though. So if you would email me, CLAldridgeArt@gmail.com. It's all one, all one word. I'll put it in here in just a second. So that I know it. Literally, sometimes the the obvious just does escape me. Okay, I'm gonna run out of time here. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna go 8, we're gonna go 10, 9. Andrea, you're gonna enter. Oh, you did. Okay, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just knocked something off the edge of the desk again. All right. So that is the prize for this one. And like I said, sometimes the obvious just escapes me. All right, so generate. This one is number 12. And oh, Crystal. I get Crystal. Do my mods agree? With a right on the money? You did not enter. Well, wait a second. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I get Crystal. All right, that is so terrific. Okay, now let's see. I will change that to pen, but at least it is there. And I will in fact sign it. And this is the third one, which still needs to be mounted. Now, I have to tell you that this one is my personal favorite, but and I did just finish it. There's going to be a video on this one. So one more round. Go, go, go. And this is the last one, and then I have to go away. Oh, nobody wants this one. Oh, there's somebody. Wait, there they are. I am hoping that people actually like these. If they don't, like I say, they are not valuable. You can, you know, if you get it, you can toss it, you can do whatever. But I thought it would be nice for people to get them. And we will now start to close. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stop. Okay. And the last number generated is number 29. All right, I know who I get. I get Kathy Nichols with number 25. Do my moderators agree with me? I get Nichols. Yay! And Kathy, I hope it's okay that I keep outing you as being Kathy. I should just call you Nichols, and not. I need to take advantage, or I need to take a page out of Anne's book, and stop just automatically calling people by their names. But this one isn't mounted yet, so I'm going to. Arg. Do that. Okay, so that is all 3 of the watercolors. Those will go out next week to all of you. If you would be so kind as to email me at CLAldridgeArt@gmail.com with your mailing addresses, and I will get them out. Congratulations to all of you. Like I said, I will be working on more. They are just practice, and hopefully fun. I know that Dee Dee has done stuff like that. She sent me just a little thing that she was practicing names. She did a Christine and sent it to me in the mail. It was so nice. And well, thank you, Mama Megs. And I'm obsessed with watercoloring too. And so we should talk about who we watch, and we should practice. At any rate, thank you everybody for being here today, and for joining me in a little play. We didn't get very far, but you know that I will be finishing this and posting it, and I'll post a copy for Jenny too. Thank you to Gary for his out of the box thinking on making it a tartan tam o' shanter instead of trying to color it in fully, and practicing and practicing and practicing. It is why I color, and it is why I do art. That is what our books are for. Don't just let them sit on the color them. Have fun, play. That's what art is all about. Play, creativity, think outside the box. She's an elf. If you want her to have green skin, more power to you. She could have she could be a lavender elf, and or anything like that. I do believe that you'll find that Jo Beth Sexton is up next. There are probably others as well. Please do join them. I know that Belinda is on tonight. I don't know what the status of Shalene is, and I know that there are lots of things that you can watch. I'm certainly glad that you come here and watch me. Until we meet again, please color something pretty. Bye, everybody.